Today's video is about women, and today is more of a collab video, and I'm joined with
Konquerance. How y'all doing?
yeah. Go check his channel will be linked below. Konquerance Unfiltered. Go watch him. Makes W content. So do you want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
You go ahead and introduce the topic. I'm looking for a specific entry.
I already introduced the topic already. I said today's video is about women.
You did.
Yeah. No.
Is this an unfiltered video or is it?
Yeah, it's most likely gonna be unfiltered.
Right.
I feel like this gonna go on for a little minute, and I don't want to edit all that. I feel like so you going to like a certain part in your book. So
I can say it off the top of my head, but it's like I don't want to get it wrong when I say it.
Okay.
So introduce your like past woman.
All right. So basically, my past woman has been what Thanos would say. It's been inevitable. Like I knew since legit I was gonna have a woman. Like since legit I knew I was gonna be with like women. Like right there. I feel like wait. All right, look. I gotta be honest. So I think I first started like dating. Not having my first girlfriend. I want to say I was like 11, 12. I want to say back in summer camp. But I say my past woman has been like reflecting on it, thinking about it. It's been alright, you know. It's been alright. With pretty much everything, there's gonna be up and downs, right? So I can't like take the downs and just say it's been trash, right? Because those relationships make you who you are. Because like experiences make you who you are. So I can't say, oh, they were all bad. Nah, good things came from it, I would say. And I got a story time dropping about the most recent one. So y'all gonna learn a little bit more insight about that.
What's the title?
No, I said it in the video. The title is gonna be the Snow Bunny Experiment, but I may or may not change the title of the video when it drops. So
Yeah.
just be on the lookout.
So you told them about Don and Hamza. Okay. So I was watching a Don video one day, and I think it was an interview on like this wealthy man, and he believed in monogamy. That's the one that's like we can have a bunch of women.
No, that's polygamy.
Yeah, he believed in that. And he was like, any guy that doesn't is soft and he's a native and he has low testosterone. And Don kind of, he didn't take offense to it, but he definitely got on his head. And one of the things that stuck out to me when he said it all, women can make or break. And we have to understand and accept that as men. We're not all powerful. We're not these monster tanks that are invincible. We have to understand one of the main things that we can't stop is something that harms you from within. There's a quote from Master Splinter that I love. The old samurai understood, in order to defeat the man, you have to fight the man inside the armor. And so,
Hey, yo, that's so deep.
So I realized with women, sure you can go based off like your preference and all of that, but I believe preference is only allowed to come in if you want to be successful, as long as she can motivate you. If your girl doesn't motivate you, if all she's doing is exposing you to toxicity, being toxic herself, only providing you with bad things, you gotta cut her off, and you gotta be strong enough to cut her off. Otherwise, you'll never be successful in life. And so, I believe that first, you have to find a girl that like compliments you. But we're gonna elaborate on that. And then after we elaborate on that, I'm gonna share my personal experience with relationships.
I just want to say something. What you said, that's literally what Hamza's video was about today.
Yeah.
Stick a twist, and you was like, she doesn't motivate, you're a things like that. You gotta move on away from that. That was literally Hamza's video today when he was reacting to First Man, because he was about the whole stick or twist method, and how you gonna either stay complacent or you gonna get out of there. You gonna make life better for yourself. Because Hamza and the guy he was reacting to, they both left their girlfriends to go and achieve what they wanted to achieve, to go achieve their dream. That's why I said that. I was like, yeah. So you kind of got the philosophy already. Kind of.
Another thing, women, it doesn't matter if they're your girl or just a friend. All of them have power in your life and you don't realize it. So, for instance, recently I had a friend that I knew for at least a good 3 or 4 years. It started off as like a simp situation where I was simping for her. But over time, as I improved myself and I found better friends, I grew to respect myself. And so it became more of like a mutual, okay, I like you, but we're both in situations and we're not gonna test them. And with that, we kind of just like grew closer as just friends. And so I could trust her to talk about her with a lot of things, but I also realized in many ways she was, at the time, I thought she was harming me. But through a lot of reflection and thinking about what happened, I came to realize I was a bit too critical and I handled the situation wrong. But what's done is done. That's the weight of reality and making decisions. But if you want to hear more about that, go to my video, The Weight of Wisdom. But
Wait,
anyway,
huh?
The Weight of Wisdom. That's dropping later.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
No, The Weight of Freedom. That's what it's called.
The Weight of Freedom. Okay.
And so, yeah, even if she's just a friend, you have to realize, even because men and women can't be friends. I thought that at once I was proven wrong. You gotta realize, even if there are some underlying feelings exist no matter what.
I know that now.
Right. And so, if you feel it and you got a situation going on, I ain't gonna say cut her off because that's difficult. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that's difficult. But just be honest with yourself and be honest with her. Otherwise, you lying to yourself and you lying to her. In a life that's a lie, you ain't really living. You know what I'm saying?
Like, just to like speak on what he just said. That look, I watched a couple Don videos. I watched that one Hamza video talking about the same topic, to where men and women can't be friends. That's never been so accurate. Like, just like now being in that situation, I now know that, bro, get out of the situation as fast as you can, because when you like cross like that boundary, or like when you like finally let it be known, or like however you go about handling it, it's gonna be weird from when you finally say it. It's gonna be weird, and now it's like I'm just not realizing, because like me, I thought I could balance it, right? I thought maybe it will work out, maybe it's not gonna be weird. But now over time I realized I lied to myself, and now I don't want people making the same mistake. So get out of that situation as fast as you can, as fast as possible, because it's gonna get weird unless it's mutual and there's no circumstances holding y'all back. Then go do your thing. But if y'all break up,
Do your thing, child.
that's a Chance reference. But nah, if y'all break up, y'all break up. Just make sure the circumstances are right.
I ain't never thought about breaking up. That's something weird.
Like,
It's like,
with the girl you with?
yeah, I ain't never thought about it. Anytime I think about it, it's more like, nigga, you done found so much good stuff. What you tripping about?
Mm-hmm.
You said the same thing. Appreciate
Yeah, for a reason. Wink.
But,
I gotta chill.
So, I want to speak on we done both lost like really good friends over not acknowledging the fact that something was there, or the path to success and having to cut people off, or just ignorance. Because I realized ignorance can cost you everything but gain you nothing. So
I gotta write that down. That
And so I think it's about time I talk about my situation. So I can't say names or nothing, but I'm currently in a relationship. Fucking love this girl, and it's like maybe it's only one problem: a lack of communication. Is like you don't understand how detrimental it is until you're going through it, and especially for the guys that like shy women, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. Like you got, I know the shyness is attractive, but you also got to know how to handle it. Like it's our job as men to like think about this stuff because we know women are more emotionally in tune, so we have to take care and not hurting them. But at the same time, you gotta also know how and when to put your foot down on certain things. Let it be known, otherwise it'll destroy your relationship. And so I only got like one problem, but that one problem has elevated itself to such a big level that it kind of shuts out the good stuff. Only through practicing gratification and meditating on it have I stayed loyal and, you know, stayed in a relationship that's much more beneficial.
And you know what's the crazy part about it is? The only way to fix communication is with communication.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Deal with the shy girl, that is not easy.
It's like now you put yourself in this position to where either she gonna come around. Well, you don't have a bunch of choices. Either she gonna come around, she's not gonna come around. You gonna have to leave, or she's not gonna come around. You're just gonna force yourself to stay.
Worst case scenario.
Like I remember, I made a past video about relationships, and I think I spoke on it to her. If you're not feeling it, don't stay in that relationship. Because a lot of people try to force themselves to stay in something when you don't got to do that. Forcing yourself. That's what I did. I forced myself to stay in a relationship. Don't do that. If you want to leave, no matter what, leave. People tend to stay in toxic relationships, or it wouldn't got to be toxic. You just got to say, oh, I'm not really feeling this no more. If you ain't feeling it, leave.
Wait, marriage.
Unless you're married. Unless you're married. Look, listen. Do not leave. Like, so I think in the video about friendships, if there's no ring on her finger, or y'all not married, y'all not engaged, you can leave at any time, right? But once you put that ring on her finger, at that point you can't leave whenever you want. That's when communication is key, like heavy. So you can leave any time, but once that ring finally hits the finger, you stuck.
That's why we gotta be careful with the finger we put a ring on. Nowadays, we just do it for the fun of it. One, that's in your bank crazy. Two, it's a waste of time, really.
Bruh, you know what's crazy?
What?
Bruh, the previous relationship, the Snow Bunny experiment, the previous relationship, she was like, whenever you propose, like, she was confused at first. She was like, I don't want to get married, but she was like, if you ever propose, you should give me like this $3,000 ring from Disney. It was one of the parks, like Disneyland, I think, like 3,000 ring from Disneyland. And then my weak simp self was like, I got you. I do anything.
You got lucky.
What?
$3,000 is cheap compared to the other
$3K.
ones.
Especially with where I'm aiming my, like, from the trajectory of where I want my dreams to go and my goals to go. That's gonna be like Trump change. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same time, it's like I grew up to where 3K was expensive. So even if I had the money to just waste 3K, it would be hard for me to do it. Like, whenever I go to the store and I buy food, it's hard for me to spend like 20, 30 on food. But I know it's going to benefit me, so I just first like, damn it, I got to do it. So it's like, 3K on a ring is crazy, I ain't going to lie to you. How much you willing to spend on a ring?
I got so fucking lucky with that. I talked to her about it, and she was like, oh, I don't want nothing expensive. I don't even like gold. I don't like diamonds. Just give me something nice and simple.
She didn't play Minecraft, you know, did
Gold is trash in Minecraft anyway.
No. I want a girl that will accept the ring pop as an engagement ring. That's what I knew. Like that's when I know I hit the jackpot. That ring pop gonna hit different. Did you get to suck on it?
Sorry.
Pause. Wait. Pause. Pause. No. Nah. No. I'm saying she get to. She get to.
She get to enjoy it over time.
Yeah.
Like you can't eat a diamond unless you like a Steve Universe character.
Or you like weird as crap. You going around eating diamonds, nigga? Are you good, G? Well, Drake did say when I die, put my money in the grave. So
How
I
does
guess
that relate?
because a diamond's worth a lot of money. So if they die, you just eat the diamond. So the diamond automatically going to it's automatically going to the grave until you poop it out.
How you gonna put that out? Oh, you put that out.
So when I die, put my money in the yeah. Drake was onto something. If I die, if you don't put my money in my grave, you're fake. I don't want generational wealth. That's dumb. Do not listen to me. Don't listen to me.
So how do you know when a relationship is at the point where it's no longer beneficial and you gotta go?
Well, it's like when it came to me and my situation, cause like there's no really like set answer. That's really based on like how you feel in that moment. I know based on my situation, it was because of feeling. It's like I knew in the back of my head I was losing her more and more, and it's like I knew it, and I was like either I could regain it, and I tried to, but it's like the more I tried, the more she pushed away. Right? It was like then I was like, you know, F it. Me and Rod Wave, we finna be acquainted well. And that's what happened. And then it's like, when I felt things, like, because it was crazy. Because when I felt things was getting better, and I was like, okay, maybe things getting better. That's like when she was like, we gotta break up. I was like, okay. And that whole thing was a whole different story. That's a whole, like, that entire thing is a whole story time. What happened. So it's like, but it's like you gonna get that feeling in your heart, cause it's not gonna be a mind feeling to where you thought about it. Say it's not gonna be one of those things where like you gotta be logical about no. That's gonna be one of those heart feelings, cause when your heart pull away, that's when you gotta pull away. Yeah.
So it's never mind over matter.
Like as men are on the road to be men. But I don't know if the video gonna pick that up. They're not yelling, bro. Listen. But no, for real. Look, on the road to be men, or like trying, or like if you're a man or whatever, you're gonna be told your entire life, or not your like most of it is like, as a man, you're supposed to use your mind first. And even when it comes to relationships and arguments, use your mind. Like, don't be emotional, be logical in those situations. But when it comes to love, your mind ain't telling you to love her. Like, it's more of your heart in that situation. So that's why I said in that situation, when it comes to if you feeling her or not, you gotta take a step back. And then after the relationship, your heart might be like, oh, you missing yourself. But at the end of the day, that's when your mind kick in and be like, did I make the right choice?
What about the fall off? Because it's happening. You know it's gonna happen. It's coming soon. Not the actual fall off, but like, you know when the honeymoon fades in.
Yeah. That's when you gotta sit back and you gotta realize, okay, what am I willing to do for this girl? What am I willing to do? Because everybody, the honeymoon phase ends. Everybody knows that, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be like trash. It's still gonna be good. But you know, what are you willing to do to make sure this relationship goes as long as it can? And once you realize what you're gonna do, and the standards you set before you got in a relationship, and now if they change or not, you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do for this girl. And if something happens, I'm there for sure. Because relationships are all about support. Well, you got communication and trust, but you also got to have that side of support too. If you support me, I support you. Do y'all have community? Hey, you wait. Nah, listen. Wait. 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 Do y'all have trust, Carlton?
I definitely trust it. Although, I don't know if she gonna see this video, but if I'm not honest, I can't help it. So, there was a situation. This is another huge thing. So, there's this guy at her job. And, met him, shook his hand. And I was like, I seen the messages. I was like, it's one of them little, those guys, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Not really a threat. And I also know from Don, they're never a threat until you make them a threat. And so, I can't act like he's a threat. So, I told her, no problem, it's cool. I ain't see him as a threat. But I found myself constantly overthinking it. Like, if she's not talking to me about it, problems, who is she talking to? And then it was like, maybe I need to build up that trust. Because we only been dating for a little bit over a month. Yeah, not even a little bit over a month. We're approaching 2 months really soon. But it's like shy girls come with, you gotta be ready for any type of girl, honestly, because they all come with their own separate challenges. But know who you are, know what you're willing to do, set boundaries. And one of the best things I can tell you is be honest with yourself and how you feel. Because if you're not honest with yourself, how do you expect her to be honest with you? And it's like, once I wrote down how I felt, like for real, got it off my chest, I can look at it for what it truly is. And then I can be content with it as it is. Now if the situation doesn't get better, then I have to handle it in my own way. But that's just a side effect of being the man in a relationship. I gotta make hard decisions sometimes.
They said being a man was gonna be easy.
The patriarchy lied.
Like, bruh, man, being a man to being trying to be more masculine, that's like one of the hardest obstacles that you go through in life.
Especially in this universe.
Yeah, facts. Especially since like almost everybody is weak now. Like this one jit tried to have an argument with me, and then his because we was having an argument about men versus women. I told you about this. John, little cousin or whatever, cousin nephew, and then his argument was like women go through pain. Then it was like you ever gave birth? Huh? Do you know that women have kids? Do you know that women can have kids? And I was like, bro, I'm 18. If I didn't know that, I shouldn't be graduating.
See, that's another thing. Don't play games with women. Don't entertain their petty arguments. You got other stuff to do. More important things to do. Let women argue amongst themselves, especially about things that's not really important. Know what's important, know what's not important. You arguing about who is more down bad. Look at yourself. Why are you fighting to be more down? Why are you fighting to be a victim? Like, honestly.
Yeah, men on top. Some feminists gonna get this far in the video, like, I hate this guy so much. Bro, the view's been doing good, man. Like,
oh yeah, I seen it.
Chill, man.
Nice.
Chill. Man.
So, you just gotta recognize the power that we hold as men, the responsibilities we hold as men. Like, you gotta think about it. all us being soft and doing soft stuff, just passing the time, wasting life. And then you look at men that's like married, and you see them being soft, and you like, oh, they bitches. Why do we accept being soft in our comfortable situation, but when we see softness in other people, it's they're down bad? Soft is soft no matter which way you see it.
Yeah, and I know a little story about how I was soft this recent week. It's like out of lust, out of lust, I went and I got off my schedule to go do something with people that I ain't even really like. I would at least one of them I ain't really like really mess with. But just out of lust, I decided to hang out with that person to get closer to this other person, right? It's like you don't need to. No, that's weak. That's soft, and I'm happy that I realized that because now it's like the grind ain't stopping. I ain't gonna lie to you. Life is hard, and you gotta learn. Even if you mess up in life, because you bound to mess up. Everybody mess up. Even when you mess up, have the power to realize you messed up and don't do it again. Do better next time. So, do better next time.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
I won't do it again. Which one?
Hopefully. Come on, be realistic.
Nah, listen.
People are waiting.
I'm not gonna do it again. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
See, they do. But plan A, it's not do it again. Plan B, not do it again. Plan C, do it one more time, and then not do it again. That is crazy.
Well, nah, for real, everybody fails, and in those moments, you see what you're truly made of. And that's a J. Cole intro. Right? It's like a basketball interview. But
Yep.
when you fail, you see what you're truly made of. If you want to be strong, if you want to be one of these hard niggas, see you fail at something you really care about.
Yeah.
See if you really hard or not.
Cause like speaking of that, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think I started making videos consistently back in April. I want to say back in April. I could be wrong. Could have been like early May. Now it was back in April. My videos wasn't doing how I expected them to do. Right? They weren't, and I was losing myself. And I was like, bro, what can I do? And I kept trying to think of different ways to say, how do I make these videos better? Then I started getting my friends to like promote it, and then after that I started putting them on TikTok and stuff, just to like get the promotion or whatever. This time my videos will be better. Then now I'm at the point to where the past couple videos all of them got over 10 views, and some of them got over 20 views. So it's like now it's like I'm at the point to where okay, my videos are not getting better. Now I got to get the retention up, because people watching the video but they clicking off fast. Now I got to get the retention up. So now it's like this is a constant grind. You got to constantly work for it. But it's like at one point I wanted to give up because I thought I failed. But instead I kept grinding, kept trying to find out new ways to do it. And now I'm dropping videos almost every day. I did miss a couple of days. In the past month I missed a couple of days. But typically I drop a video every single day. So stay on your grind, stay focused, and when you feel like you want to quit, don't, because that's when it's getting good. I hate that nigga.
But nah, you spot on, for real. Consistency is everything in anything, really.
Because I remember, I forgot. It was this YouTube. There's like when you start a YouTube channel off, you want to choose quantity over quality. Then some people's like, then when you finally get that, you just want quantity over quality, right? So now I'm at the point to where I'm pushing out a bunch of quality. I'm pushing out a bunch of quantity. I'm trying to keep the quality up as well. And that's why sometimes in certain videos I might try some new editing in certain videos to see, okay, do I like it? Do people like it? See where that's going. Because it's all about changing things up and seeing what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So my advice is to fail as many times as you can. because failure pushes you to do better. Because like every time you fail, you get motivated to say, okay, I'm gonna turn this failure into a W. I'm gonna turn this L into a W every single time you fail. So at the beginning stages, like fail as many times as you can. And fuck women. Wait, what? Huh?
Do not fail on purpose. Do not use it as a mental excuse. Oh, I'm finna get a motivation boost from failing.
No.
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 You know what you're doing
Don't do
inside
that.
your little fucking Jeffrey brain. Don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. Don't fail on purpose. W advice. Don't do that. If you fail on purpose, yeah, like you say, you're gonna be a Jeffrey. Jeffreys are very abundant, especially in the U.S. They're very abundant. Don't be a Jeffrey.
What is a Jeffrey that's trying to change?
I thought they were still a Jeffrey.
Exactly.
And then, from what I learned from Hamza, you leave that Jeffrey stage in stage like three or four. I'm gonna say stage 3. You leaving that Jeffrey stage. You becoming you're not an Adonis, but you're becoming an Adonis in that stage. So, yep.
Little science lesson. In our brain, we have this thing called the amygdala. We also have this thing called the PFC, prefrontal cortex. And so most of the Jeffrey thoughts that we all have comes from the amygdala. It's called the lizard brain. And it produces the thoughts to be comfortable or indulge in a certain thing that's comfortable. And this is what often keeps us from growing as men or as successful people, honestly. And so never think you're above other people, because we all have the ability to fail and fall. We all fail and fall in certain ways. And so no matter how far up you get, always remember those little niggas at the bottom. Not only were you once were them, but a little bit of them is still inside you. So ego is the enemy.
Yeah. Ego's terrible. I hate ego, but
Love ultra ego though.
yeah, everyone loves ultra ego. So you got anything else you want to say, or you want to end the video here?
I think it's good for now.
Go sub to Konquerance.
Konquerance Unfiltered. Jesus.
We out.